about my love. Wasn't it enough? Just let me know so I can hold you.
All right,
Honestly,
so this is interesting. So this would be my 16-team playoff. Let's just play devil's advocate.
Oh my God, Michigan versus UT.
okay. So
that's
we're
so
gonna do
bad.
the
All right,
That
so
is
let's do Georgia versus Ohio State. Who wins this game?
Georgia. They won it in real life.
Georgia. So they would have played Georgia anyways. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. So that was just destiny. We'll say it's destiny.
Well,
It's
No,
destiny, Manny.
Because if they played 10 times out of 10, I don't know. I think
I'm going
Ohio
Georgia.
State won a couple of them games.
A couple, but we already know what happened in that
Yeah.
matchup. This would have been last year, Manny.
Okay.
Same, like everything, but just different day.
Okay.
so Utah versus Fresno State. I think we're all going Utah. Here, right? Kansas State versus Toledo.
I could see an upset here.
I could too, but I think I'm gonna go Kansas State because they
Yeah.
already beat TCU. USC versus Purdue is interesting.
It is because Purdue's that one team. No matter how good you are, they will find a way and they will beat you. It depends on the Purdue we're getting.
I'm gonna pick the safe pick here. I'm going USC.
I'm going Purdue here.
Yeah, I think the USC is the safe pick.
I think Purdue would upset USC because
Come on, dog. USC
Lincoln
not
Riley
losing to
can't
Purdue.
handle Big Ten defense.
I can't, bro. I can't. I
Okay.
can't go down that road.
So now we got. Are we just gonna do? How we?
Let me stretch
Yeah.
this out for everybody.
Are we gonna do one side and then the next, or?
Yeah, let's do this side now.
Okay. Michigan. You don't even gotta ask that.
Yeah, Michigan wins this.
Michigan would. They killed them 100-0, bro.
But here's the interesting part. You see how these you have the runner-ups and some of the champions playing the champions of other conferences.
This bracket would be so good because it's not like it's like when you start off the first round, you get out of all of those sucky teams and they play each other. We already know who's gonna win the first round because of just the way it looks, and then they get to the second round and then they face the good teams, and then we get there, and then it actually makes the bracket.
Well, here comes the good games right here.
Okay.
TCU, Tulane, LSU, UNC. I'm going Tulane, bro. They upset.
Tulane.
I'm going Tulane. What do you think, Manny? The way that they played against USC?
Bruh, Tajay Spears gonna kill TCU, bro. He's gonna murder them.
I'd go. I don't know, bro. I'm gonna go TCU. I'm not gonna lie.
Majority wins. You have lost.
You lost.
So let's just say Tulane gets in, and then LSU and UNC.
I'm going LSU because they could
Yeah,
probably figure out the 10 million screen passes.
Come on now.
Yeah,
I'm going with LSU, bro. I don't know. I think it depends on what UNC offense I'm getting, and the defense was trash.
What'd you say?
Now, one more, and then you should have enough spaces, I think.
Yeah. Let's go do one for the champion.
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
This is where it gets interesting. Like you had, the thing about this bracket too, you had good games in here.
Mm-hmm.
You still had Georgia, Ohio State, USC, Purdue. As much as a lot of USC fans aren't going to want to admit, Purdue would give them a hard time.
They would. USC would still.
And then you got Tulane, TCU. That would have been a good one. And then LSU, UNC, another good one. So you only have a few bad ones. And now you're going to the semifinals where I only see one bad game here.
Yeah. So Georgia versus Utah.
Oh,
You're going Georgia.
Utah,
man.
you're my team, but I gotta go Georgia. Georgia's gonna cook.
Utah so bad, it's not even funny.
Kansas State versus USC.
God, it would be so bad.
I'm I'm
I'm
going
going
Kansas
Kansas.
State.
I'll
I'm
take
going Kansas State. I'm
I
out
don't
of.
know. I don't know. I
We-
actually don't know. That's so hard, bro. I'm gonna
Hey,
go.
bro. We ain't
I'm
paying
gonna-
Lincoln here.
I think because you gotta look. USC had trouble against
Utah.
my guys, not Utah, Utah and Oregon State, and it's not
Facts are true.
a fun game. So I think honestly, I'd go Kansas State.
USC Kansas State would be a shootout. I agree with that.
Michigan and Clemson. I think Clemson would end up winning this game. Their defense was so good. And who did Michigan struggle against? Illinois, who had a good defense.
Yeah, I'm going
Maryland,
Clemson.
who had a good defense. And Clemson's defense is better than both of theirs.
That'll be a fun game to
What do you
watch
think,
though.
Manny?
don't know.
Michigan, though.
I think based off of talent, you have to go to Michigan, but
That's depends. It's Blake for me. It's Blake Corum out.
I'm
Like,
gonna go
be
with
injured.
Clemson too. I like that pick. I think
Dante,
I'm gonna go with Clemson. Man.
is Blake Corum injured for this game? I know I'm gonna get outvoted no matter what.
Yeah, he was injured for.
Okay,
yeah,
so he
you
would've
gotta
been
go off
in-
what happened last year.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just want to make sure. But yeah, we'll go
This is
Clemson then.
this is exactly what would have happened last year, regardless. All right,
Ooh.
Tulane and LSU, the Battle of Louisiana.
Ooh.
I'm going Tulane again, man.
I want to say call me crazy. I'm going too
I'm going
late.
with the Green Wave. The way that they showed up against USC was amazing. Tajay Spears ran for 200 plus on them boys,
Yeah,
Well,
Tajay
well,
Spears
it's
is gonna
USC,
kill
so-
LSU.
and then they're going to be playing at home regardless. Yeah, give me Tulane with all their fans there.
he
we-
killed their defense.
And then we start getting into the meat and potatoes of it all.
Georgia's gonna hammer Kansas State so
Yeah.
bad. Yeah, we could just clear that out.
So
And-
already our top four have already looked different from last year,
Except for
one
Georgia.
team.
I love you, Tulane, but you're not gonna beat Clemson. Just put Clemson there.
I don't know.
You no.
I don't know.
Stop. But Tulane is not gonna beat Clemson. Bro.
Yeah.
Come on. Put
Yeah.
Clemson where they belong. Clemson is gonna beat TCU. I mean Tulane.
So I think we all
Georgia.
can agree Georgia is still the champions here.
Yeah.
Georgia's gonna destroy Clemson.
But this is what we're saying. This is how different a 16 team playoff would have looked last year by all the seeds.
Is there?
It's crazy.
Yeah, I like it.
But that's just kind of my line of thinking. It's like literally you had a bottom 5 conference team make it all the way to the Final Four. Based off of what we knew with the momentum that they had. They had enough momentum to beat LSU and TCU to get to the Final Four. That's already worth it right there. You already had your Cinderella story. And I think it still would have been competitive here. I just think Tulane's defense would have been the best one. So, yeah,
I agree.
It's the top 5 conference, the Power 5 conferences, the bottom 5 conferences, and then you have an at-large that's in the Power 5 or what the committee votes on.
I like what Corrupt said. He said,
and then 5 of the runner-ups.
Yeah, Corrupt said, I like how it is a 6 conference champion and a 6 6 at large teams format. I agree.
You talking about with this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
That's how it should be.
it's better when you get some of the teams that aren't like, I mean, you could say Purdue would kind of compete with USC, but USC
Purdue would compete with USC. I'm
but
just saying that now.
for like
Watching
maybe-
Purdue all my life, Manny, they are that team. Doesn't matter if you're good or bad.
maybe
They
2
will find a way.
quarters, and then Aiden O'Connell starts throwing the ball to the other team. Yeah.
Not 2 quarters, Manny. Purdue will be in it the whole game versus USC. And
I mean,
Yeah.
this year USC has no excuses to not make the playoffs.
It'll be terrible because if not, Lincoln Riley, he's going into the Big Ten with no Pac-12 championships.
No, I'm talking about the new format that they are using for 2024 and beyond. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
It's
mind
better.
it.
It's better.
They're expanding it. It's better than nothing. I mean,
It-
people wanted a playoff. We got a 14 playoff. Then it got to the point where people were, you know, complaining about 4 teams. Then they moved on to 12 teams.
12.
They'll complain about this and something won't work out, and then we'll be around 14. We'll be around 14 teams with 2 people getting buys and the other 12 being whatever they want it to be. I think that's where they're gonna probably end up at. But
They're heading in the right direction. That's the thing.
you guys actually think Georgia repeating this year over Alabama? Absolutely.
Nah.
Yeah, Alabama. I don't know what
Georgia's spring game was awesome.
Yeah,
Georgia to
I think it's like with quarterback, people are harping on that with Georgia, but Brock Vandagriff is one of the best quarterbacks in the country right now.
He's their backup.
And he's their backup. So I think that says a lot. That team is still littered with talent, and I don't want to say. I mean, you lost Bryce Young at Alabama to the draft, but like you still have talent there, and you just added a quarterback. So yeah, we'll talk about that.
What about Colorado? They're going to be too vanilla to compete right now. I think next year.
Yeah,
next year is going to be more scary for them.
I was just about to say in the future they got it, but not right now. It's too early. You got guys transferring out of Colorado. Yeah, I just don't see it happening.